Okay, this is the AFX AX-41 dual sport helmet, which has a nice external shield that flips up and down, and it's got an internal sun visor that also flips up and down. It's not real super lightweight, but it's nice and solid. It's got this cutout here on this edge on both sides where you can wear a neck brace and it won't interfere. It's got nice venting, pretty awesome color. Yeah, it's kind of heavy compared to like a $650 Arai or something, but it's polycarbonate, so that accounts for probably the majority of the weight. But really, I wanted to show the mount that I came up with for the GoPro camera, and I've got a couple of standard GoPro side base mounts. This one is the kind of the semi-curved one, and that's okay for taking shots from the right side, which will give you a bit of a profile of the helmet as you're riding along. Some people like that. I think it's okay for some small sections, but like anything, I think with filming you gotta have a variety of shots and locations to make it interesting, and usually no more than a few seconds, 10 or 15 seconds at the most, on any given angle or shot. These are, you know, when you're riding and filming your riding, if you want to just turn a camera on and go for hours and hours, that's fine, if that's your thing. But to get other people interested in watching it, I think it's got to have a variety of different shots. And really, these are like what I call B-roll shots, or they're just parts of the whole of a movie or a video log that you're going to do. In any case, the mount that I wanted to have was the chin-mounted point of view. So that way you're kind of in between, the head, top of the helmet, or the side of the helmet, and maybe a chest mount, which I think the chest mounts usually are too low. You can angle the camera lens higher to get a higher level view with a chest mount, but then when you're standing, and you're sitting, you get different views. I think the chin mount seems to be the best overall. You also have the ability to make commentary and narration as you're riding along, because it's fairly close to your mouth, and even without an external mic, picks up pretty well. Okay, so the specifics on the mount that I came up with, the idea, I looked at a few other videos and a few other ways of doing this. It's kind of funky to mount off the front here because of this plastic guard that's in the front that covers the vent, the major air vent for these kind of helmets. And yeah, getting air into your helmet is a good thing. You're riding in the summertime and you're riding off-road, you want some good air, but and this will block some of that quite a bit actually, but I think the benefits are kind of outweigh it. And with this style of helmet with the extended chin bar, you get pretty good air anyway, and you can always run with the shield up. It works really well, and put the sun shield down if you're to give you a little protection for your eyes. You can also run this helmet, by the way, with goggles. There's the eye port's plenty big enough that you can run a goggles in here, so that's another way that you can use this. Anyway, I'll take this apart and show you how I mounted it, but basically it's using just the camera tripod base mount, I think is what they call that, and I'll show you that in a minute. And that's it. It's hanging upside down from its normal orientation, but it's easy with the software, with this app's interface, that you can go in and make it so that change the orientation so that it films right side up. And I also like the fact that with this, where this mounted, it's not sticking way out and it's not dropped down lower than the bottom of the front of the helmet. I've seen other mounts and other guys that have done this, and they've used various pieces like these angle 90-degree arms and other extensions that'll push this out quite a ways and actually drop it quite a ways too. I don't really see the point in that, but I think it's because people weren't using this piece here, which is kind of the key piece, the tripod mount. So we'll take this apart and take a look. Thumb screw, and there's the piece on the end, the tripod mount. And the only thing I really don't like about this part is that it's a little bit not real sturdy, and for that reason I'm going to do a couple things where I'll probably add some reinforcement, maybe just run some tape actually along the bottom edge of this piece, because it's really only connected in one place with a screw at the top. This did kind of snap in at one point, but it's, after taking it on and off a few times, it's kind of gotten loose. So I might put some double-sided Velcro or tape underneath there at some point, but right now, just to show you how simple this is, just remove that screw. There's the front of the helmet without the shield. Looks kind of strange. It'd be fun to ride like that. Now this is the inside. This is the obviously the outside. This is the inside of that piece. So here's the vent shield, front of it, the nose of the helmet, with the tripod base mount mounted with a screw in the back. The only thing I had to do really was I took this piece out. This is the sliding vent closure. It just pops out. Just kind of be careful. You use some pliers or maybe a small screwdriver. Just kind of pry it. It came out pretty easily. And then the back, right now I've just got like a 1/4 inch by probably 3/4 inch long. It's actually a license plate fastener that would fit this mount. I'm going to put some washers on here and probably reinforce this and actually maybe put a little bit of RTV or something on this side, in between the base and the face plate. So yeah, I just screwed this in. I put a little bit of Loctite on there just to help secure it a little better. And that's it. Now this piece here, after I drilled the hole, I had to trim down a little bit of the extrusion to kind of help square that off, so that when this was mounted on there, that it's more or less flat. It could be cleaned up a little bit. The other thing about this that I need to consider is, and we'll need some reinforcement, is this piece in the center actually comes out pretty easily. Let's see, maybe just pop it. Yep. So that comes out a little bit too easily. So I'm going to probably put some, again, some RTV or some kind of adhesive in there to make that seat a little better. But really, that's it. Just take this screw, this base mount. You can get these on eBay or Amazon for maybe 10 bucks. And again, I would just try to figure out a way to maybe reinforce it on the inside with some washers. And I'm also going to be putting a tether on this. You can buy the tethers from eBay, Amazon as well, and or you can make your own basically.